Satan's Prophecy, Part 2. Now, honestly, yeah, just getting more into depth about Satan's Prophecy. Um, this stuff is very intense, to be honest, and this stuff is truly not for everybody. But I mean, certain individuals will hear this and different things in that nature. And yeah, it is to get certain individuals' attention, but overall, I'm truly just being led by the Spirit of God concerning this matter. So this stuff truly is not for everybody, regardless. But certain individuals, yeah, God is doing something very new concerning in the spirit realm. But anyhow, yeah, Satan's prophecy. Yeah, man, it's dealing with a lot of demons. It's dealing with, demons of fear, demons of insecurity. It's dealing with, once again, contracts that certain individuals and souls are signing with demons in the kingdom of darkness. And it's dealing with the kingdom of darkness, just overall overtaking souls and beings. And yeah, I mean, Satan's prophecy is just dealing with, you know, overall just Satan, and it's just dealing with him just stripping people of their identity, and it's also dealing with him getting more and more souls and people to reject the real Jesus. And I'm going to be very real with you. I mean, Satan's prophecy, once again, yeah, this stuff will be more or less fulfilled. And more souls will be going to hell and the lake of fire, because this stuff is truly, truly intense. And it's just very much a real spiritual matter that I cannot change, and you cannot change or anything in that nature. But anyhow, yeah, Satan's prophecy is really dealing with a lot of souls perishing and a lot of weeping and gnashing of teeth. It's dealing with Satan and Satan's mockery of souls burning. It's dealing with a lot of false prophets being exposed, and it's dealing with false prophets. It's dealing with a lot of false prophets, and these false prophets being exposed. And it's just dealing with all these different matters relating to that. Satan's prophecy is truly it's very intense, because this is a very unusual message. Once again, I know it is, by the Spirit of God. And this stuff is not a game, man, because Satan has truly, truly just infiltrated many, many beings and overtaken many, many beings. And he's also caused a lot of individuals to just stray away from the true and living God. And also, yeah, Satan is behind a lot of stuff concerning deception, I want to say, and just concerning, once again, deception, and just taking souls to hell, and getting more and more souls to be a part of the lake of fire, which is very much worse than hell as well. Excuse me. And yeah, I mean, false prophets and all that deep stuff will be part of the lake of fire, whether they believe this or not. Excuse me. And yeah, I mean, there will be many more like false prophets of rising, as the last days just unravel. And yeah, as different things approach concerning Jesus's return, and concerning Satan and the Antichrist, if I'm being real, that's also dealing with Satan's prophecy as he raises up the false prophet and the beast and all these demons and fallen beings to get individuals to bow down to the false Christ. And there will be many Christ people who claim to be Christ, and they will be falling down, and God will be destroying all the stuff too in his own spiritual, I want to say, way. God will do these things, but certain things will be playing out for prophecy purpose. And one of many of these things in things, if that even makes sense to you, certain individuals, is that Satan's prophecy will be playing out though. This is part of Satan's prophecy, is to raise up false Christs, and overall, people will be bowing down to, the false image of Jesus. And, and I'm not even talking about the white Jesus, because that Jesus is already going to perish and already perishing. But more or less, I'm talking about the beast and some deep, deep revelation type stuff, really. Satan's prophecy is concerning this stuff, is what I'm saying. And many false Christs will rise, and they will be operating in very much demonic power, and they will be doing miracles, false miracles, but these miracles will be very visible to many beings, and they will think it's the real Jesus, but it won't be. And that's a part of Satan's prophecy as well. And that's why I'm saying this stuff is truly not a game. And I already know about this deep, deep stuff. And honestly, God's people will not be falling for this, though. I'm just being real. Rather we're in the spirit realm, or, more or less we're going to be somewhat a part of this realm too. If I'm being real, God's chosen people, and the people who God has interest in as far as God's kingdom. But everybody else outside of that, you will be falling for Satan's prophecy, and more or less this image that Satan is going to raise up. And when I say image, I mean image of Christ. It's going to be false messiahs, false Christ, and the Antichrist is going to more or less shapeshift into particular beings and being, I want to say too. And it's going to get many people to worship, him overall. And this is overall Satan, but Satan will be more and more just manifesting more and more to the earth realm, and this is some deep, deep, deep spiritual stuff, And it will not be the real Jesus though. Not yet, if I'm being real, Jesus will return for his people and all this stuff, but all this stuff must take place, and God's chosen people already knows majority of this stuff, but you may get new insight, and that's all good too. But anyhow, Satan's prophecy, he will be rising false Christ, and he will be coming through particular beings. Satan will be coming through particular beings and a particular false image of Jesus, and he will be using this image and this being, I want to say, supernaturally to deceive people and make them think that it is Jesus. And a lot of people will fall for it because they will not, once again, these people do not have a relationship with God. They do not have the Spirit of God. So, this is all a part of Satan's prophecy. I'm being real, and many of you may have never heard of this type of thing, and some of you bear witness with certain things I'm saying, and I know God's people do. And everybody else will just not believe in this matter. But this is deep, and there will be false Christ arising, and it already is happening too. If I'm being real, as I'm being led by the Spirit. So if you are truly not in God, and you're not genuine, you do not have the Spirit of God, no relationship with God, then you will be falling for false Christ Christ is to rise, and overall as the image of the beast just manifests more and more, you will be falling for these false miracles, and these miracles that will be taking place, and it will be Satan overall. It will be Satan overall, but he will be behind certain things though, so it won't be as obvious, and only God's people will not fall for this. I'm being real. Everybody else, they're gonna believe these false miracles by the Antichrist, as I'm being led by the Spirit. But the Antichrist consists of many beings. It's not just one particular, being, or no, it will be many beings within a being type thing, and many beings surrounding that being. I'm just going to be real with you. But yeah, with all that being said, Satan's prophecy, that's what this is more or less dealing with. And it's also dealing with everybody who just sold out to Satan secretly, and people who truly, truly just rejected the real Jesus, and they never really repented to the real Jesus, and they sold out to Satan on the low. All this stuff is a part of Satan's prophecy, and will be more intense with this stuff. God's people, and God's chosen people, and God's kingdom. I mean, we don't really have anything to worry about besides just staying honest with God, in the midst of this Satan's prophecy being fulfilled, and just staying in relationship with God, and enduring to the end of our journey concerning our I want to say our fulfilling of things within God's kingdom. We don't have much to worry about besides facing God, for certain sins that we have and still, do in a way. But, as I mentioned many, many times, our sins are covered by Jesus' blood as long as we stay in the real Jesus and acknowledge him, do his will, and all that deep stuff, but endure to the end. We will be protected from this stuff concerning all that stuff, and many of us will be in a certain realm concerning God, and where God is gonna take us in, and different things like that. But all these other people, they will be left behind, and they also will be a part of Satan's prophecy. And this is a very deep message. But with all that being said, yeah, I'm out.